Hi guys, welcome back. It's Thursday. It's beautiful here. It's like plus 13. Sun is shining, a little bit of a breeze, and I'm bored as heck. Um, I know there's a lot of discussion going on with the Summers Wells case and with Molly and them going down to Tennessee. If anybody has any thoughts on that, um, more than welcome to come up and have a chit chat. Um, kind of trying to cover a case. It's not a case. It's an old case. It's a case back from the 80s. It's been solved and stuff. Um, and I'm doing a piece on Paul Bernardo, um, Scarborough rapist, Barbie and Ken murders. Um, I don't live too far from Scarborough, so I mean, it's kind of in my own backyard, so to speak. And I just find it's a very interesting case. So, but I will be bringing that up um, as soon as I can. I got to figure some issues out first, but with my program, um, and then I will try to make a video. If I cannot make a video on it, then of course I guess I will be doing it live. The videos that I make can only be up to 5 minutes. Um, with my thing, oh, to stream, so I got to figure out a program that isn't too expensive, that where I can make videos without um, having to go live and hopefully be more than 5 minutes of screen time, because it kind of leaves you in the lurch of what you can make on a video for only with 5 minutes. Oh, I hope everybody's having a good day. The weekend's almost here. Um, I will let me see if I can pin the trying to maybe I have to be on YouTube to do that. I do not know. Or if I did, my mama would say, oh, lip locks more is on. Where was I going? Oh, a lot of people are on now. Wasn't anybody on when I need us? Oh, crap. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I haven't.
Pause that. Pause. Pause. It's not what I wanted. Okay. Now I just gotta mute that. And I think I can pin it here. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out where to. What does that say? Crop. Oh, no. There we go. Invite. Okay, I'm gonna copy the link for if anybody wants to come up and talk regarding any cases. Just gotta get it figured out how to pin it again. I think I can do it here. Oh, maybe not. Pop out of chat. Toggle timestamps. I don't know, guys. I know there's a place for me to put it. All right, let's just drop it here. All right, so I dropped it there. And I will drop it here in the other chat. Hopefully you guys can pick it up if you like. So there's a lot going on with Summer Wells' case. Well, not with the police part of it, but with other YouTubers going down to Tennessee. And I guess there's talk about them going back. But this time they're going to, I think they said Knoxville. I think that's where it was. Where they're going to go to and protest near the TBI, I guess, office. So, oh, there we go. Okay. Please don't be shy. If you want to come up, grab a link. It's there. I'm just really bored today, and I just thought I'd come live and see if anybody wanted to talk about any cases. Now, I know the TBI did put out an update yesterday on Summer Wells, which wasn't much of a update, really, that I thought of. No, that's back. 6 months yesterday for little Summer. All right, so here's what Leslie Earnhardt. We'll listen to what she had to say.
I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. 6 months ago, 5-year-old Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County. The case remains unsolved and weighs heavily on those working to find answers. Today, the investigation remains active and ongoing as TBI agents work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI to determine what happened to Summer. Investigators have executed numerous search warrants, collecting all potential evidence. We've spoken with anyone and everyone associated with the Wells family, in some cases more than once. This includes neighbors, acquaintances, and those working in the area the day she disappeared. We've used a plane, helicopters, divers, canines, and every resource available to us during search efforts. Despite the countless hours of tireless work, the circumstances surrounding her disappearance remain unclear. At this time, there is no evidence that she was abducted. However, all avenues continue to be explored, including foul play and the very real possibility that she wandered off and became lost in the mountainous and rough terrain surrounding her home. We are asking anyone who saw Summer at any time on Tuesday, June 15th to come forward if they haven't done so already. We appreciate the public's ongoing interest in this case and urge anyone with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
And that seems to be all they had on Summer as of yesterday. Now, they said they issued search warrants and all that stuff. And I'm sure, pretty positive, that they would have any cell phone pings with their phones back by now. And if you listen to Ronnie Lawson, they haven't got any clues as to where Summer is, and everybody's still a suspect. Well, maybe you should get out from behind that desk, Mr. Lawson, and maybe you should either start searching and putting forth an effort in finding answers to Summer's case. This is ridiculous. I mean, you got Don drinking and driving and having a firearm, and he's a freaking felon, and yet he's still sitting at home. You need to separate Candace and Don, and one of them is going to crack. So whether they have done something or they gave her up for adoption and they did this for God knows why, or they hurt her and are hiding her body or hid her body. Like, I don't know. It's frustrating that the police aren't coming forth with any information. And I get that they have to keep some information close to the vest. I get that. But it leaves us out here speculating as to what happened to Summer, which is not good for the case. And then we have YouTubers that are going down and trying to find answers, which is fine. But then you have another set of YouTubers that think that they shouldn't be there on their, I'm going to say, turf, because that's how it seems to be. And not, they're not coming together. They want to keep what they have found to themselves and not share it with any other creator or anything. So we have Nita Diver searching. We had Aquasearch searching. We've had 110 agencies in the beginning come in looking for Summer. And nothing. There's nothing. I've listened to a few other creators that do spirit box sessions and stuff like that. And I only watch certain ones, so I mean, I don't believe in all of it, but I mean, I do believe there's some answers that have come, especially with other cases that I've been following. And like the Gabby Petito case, it was proven that she was already dead, and same with Brian Laundrie before his body was found. And people, I mean, there's nothing on Summer. We got to find out what happened. Either the parents gave her to somebody, whether it be a transactional and they sold her for money. She either walked away from the property, which, if she had done that, I don't think she would have gone far. Really, I don't think she would have gone too far off of her property. Or we're left to the parents have done something to her. Now, Don keeps saying he has 7 alibis and she has none. Well, Don, tell me what your 7 alibis are, besides your Starlink. Is that the reason why you took that car that day for work? Because it had Starlink? And to prove that where you were that means nothing. From what I've learned so far in this case is the parents like to drink, like to party. I have no problem with that. But when your child's missing and you're not doing anything, like Candace, she doesn't come on live. Totally fine with that. I get that. But you don't need to be sitting up on that hill, drowning your sorrow in alcohol and whatever else you do when you have no kids there. You're not working a job. You need to be down at that FBI, TBI, Hawkins County's Sheriff's Department, inquiring about what they are doing in finding your daughter. Not sitting up on that fucking hill of yours, looking down upon everybody, thinking, ha ha ha, we got them all. They don't know nothing. And they're right, we don't know nothing. They think that they have pulled the wool over our eyes, and all this deflection that they keep doing is taken away from looking for Summer. Candace, get off your ass, get out the door, and go look for your daughter. Dawn, get off your ass, go out the door, go to work, and help your wife look for your daughter. You want your boys back? Look for your daughter. Make an effort. Get off the drugs, get off the alcohol, and do something for your daughter and for your boys. Not for you, but for your kids. Your kids are to come first, not you. Now, that being said, let me catch my breath here because I'm just a little bit irate right now. I get myself going there sometimes. It's just, it irks me to no end that these parents have done absolutely nothing except for maybe put out a few flyers for their daughter. What else are they doing? Nothing. They're sitting up there, sleeping away their fucking alcohol-induced fucking night before. And that's it. And I can't spell today. There we go. Now, I'm going to play a video. Okay, I'm going to have to put her link in. But, hang on a second. Let me see. All righty. I'll share my screen. Now, hi, Robbie. You having a good day, Rob? All right, let me see here. Let me know. I don't have my phone, so I can't see if you guys can see that. Okay, you can. All right, so this is from Chronicles Olivia, and it's just a quick 18-minute video. I won't be playing all of it. This is fair use, and I'm just using it for educational purposes. And I will link Chronicles of Olivia in the description box at the end of the show.
5-year-old Summer Wells went missing 6 months ago on June 15th, 2021. She was last seen on this property.
Have you seen her? These are her parents.
She
They
looks so
claim
young
that
there.
she was abducted.
Oh,
Watch my
Jesus.
friends and I as we go to
Sorry.
Tennessee and find out for ourselves.
The Wells live right here. This is like 11-acre property. This is Ben Hill Road right here. This is Beach Creek Road, I believe. Main road, main drag.
Too early to tell.
This is the cemetery. Yeah. This is the cemetery right there. Turn here, and then the Wells. And you can see the house there. You can see at the time grandmother Grandis, they call her, trailer in the back of that home there. It seems like the Wells, we're going to go to a property assessor, but it seems like the Wells property is like this area. And there's like a creek. There's like a creek, like a horseshoe.
We're here to find the answers to that so we can bring justice to Summer Wells.
What about you? Where's Summer Wells? This has been dragged long enough. It's time to find answers. It's time to direct action. What do the Wells know? Are they involved? Are they not involved? Who knows what? We're going to find Summer Wells. We're going to bring justice for Summer Wells and bring closure for the public and the whole world.
Why am I here? I have some questions. I want this to be resolved, and I also want to see if there's any way that we can help this family locate their child, help this community. We come here absolutely in peace. We come here to be a voice for Summer. I think
I can't see chat, guys.
too much
Just
time
give me a
has
minute.
gone by that this little girl can't become a cold case. We want to help the family find their daughter.
And we want to debunk some things. There's a lot of rumors saying that the locals here are really scary, they're terrifying, they don't want to talk, shoot first, ask questions later sort of thing. But we don't think that. We think that people do want to talk and that they're getting a bad rep for whatever reason it is. And we want to talk to people, talk to anyone that wants to help.
Then your destination will be on the left.
The individuals or individual responsible for murdering or kidnapping Summer Wells, or both, are going to be in this courthouse very, very soon. And they're going to be held accountable, and they're going to be brought to justice. Hawkins County Courthouse, Rogersville, Tennessee, justice for Summer Wells.
Next, we went to the tax assessor's office. We asked for the parcel renderings of the Wells property.
Oh, fishies.
But you need a larger format.
Yes.
Okay, so I know they went to the courthouse and got all their, like, Donald Wells' past record, but we already knew all that. We already knew what he was arrested for in his past, Candace's past. Now, I don't know about Candy Hare's past. I don't know if they got stuff on that. That would be interesting to see if she has what kind of criminal record she has. And also, I would like to see the criminal record of Allie and Sherry and whoever else is on that side, due to the fact that they were friends. But they're too quick to say, yeah, she killed her kid or whatever. And I think Allie is just, she said that Candace and Jose hooked up when Dawn was in Utah, hence the big fight come October 20th of 2020. I think Allie said that she was intimate, that Candace was intimate with Jose, because Allie was, in my opinion, a jelly belly. She was jealous of Candace and that Jose didn't want her, meaning Allie, in that kind of way, in my opinion. So that's why I think Allie's saying what she says about the wells, or at least Candace.
If possible, I appreciate it.
Yeah, the online rumors are like, oh, the locals there don't like outsiders inside the town. Trying to find a missing girl.
Some people here don't.
Oh, yes.
But that's not the majority, though.
Anybody that's willing to look should be left alone.
Just trying to find answers, trying to get closure, trying to get justice, trying to find her. Just trying to get an idea about their area around their home. Maybe do some searching around there. Search maybe the creeks, maybe some of the vacant lots, anything.
Yeah.
And try to make a difference in them. Okay, so for instance, I'm from Florida, and you have a home, but you can't by law put like other trailers on the property. Is that allowed here in Washington County?
In the county, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
So
In the city, you probably couldn't put two homes on the same property. But out in the county, yeah, you could put
If you're in
multiple
the
homes on the same.
we went to just find the rules and regulations regarding that. Where would we go?
We don't have any
The
zoning, so,
deed could have restrictions,
yeah.
so an individual could put restrictions on it before they sell it.
Gotcha.
Or it could be a subdivision restriction.
Right.
All that would be recorded with the deed or with the registrar's office across the hall.
So go over there and try to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
information.
Yeah, it would give you the information. If it's part of a subdivision, then it would refer to that subdivision and she can pull the subdivision regulations up.
I appreciate it.
We asked some of the workers if they had heard about cornbread mafia, and they said they had never heard of such a thing.
Want to bring
Another deflection.
so it doesn't become a cold case.
Yeah, so did you all watch the Dr. Phil?
We need to take our minds off of summer and onto something else. Like,
We didn't even know.
Yeah, is that a thing?
I said, how dare you?
I've been here all my life and my family's from East Creek, so.
Quitclaim deed, which, usually they
wow.
have general deeds, special deeds. This is a quitclaim deed, so
And this is on the wells.
this is on the Wells property. We were over at the property assessor's office. We were able to get, a little, rendering of the thing, as well as some legitimate, aerial footage on larger paper. These people have been, I would like to express something here. We, as many of you know, through the things that we were seeing on the internet, that we were told that this was going to be a really ugly place to deal with. We were going to have a lot of problems here. And so far, being here in Rogersville, people have been absolutely kind. They have all been willing to help. We are here, searching for information on a 5-year-old missing girl named Summer Wells. And this is what we're here for. We didn't know what to expect as in all cases that we deal with, but so far it has been a warm welcome. And we are just going to continue moving forward with our day. Justice for Summer Wells.
So where would we go to get, we're not from here, where would we go to get arrest records and to see sheriffs and maybe detectives? What I need is I need to speak to a sheriff and a detective on a case. It's the Summer Wells case, and I also need to get some court record or some arrest records.
Which entity is the lead investigator on this, and who's the lead investigator?
We wanted to speak to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, but he wasn't there that day.
So far, everybody we've spoken to, the sheriff's office, the clerks at the county courthouse, the administrative building, everybody.
okay.
Say
Let's skip
that
ahead a little
these
bit.
people here really truly want answers, and they don't care how they get them. They don't care who's involved. They know it's been 6 months. Then they realize that they don't have enough right now to do anything. Hopefully, maybe some tips that we receive over the next couple.
Why don't the police have enough to do anything? That's what I want to know. What evidence? And like they told us in the TBI video that they did warrants on devices and on stuff, and they've spoken to everybody apparently involved, apparently not the right people, and acquaintances, and more than once, neighbors, more than once. You got Jody Sue, who who says that she heard a scream. And then you hear Ronnie Lawson, that wasn't verified, or it proved to be nothing. How do you know, Ronnie Lawson? Were you there? And then you got, this case has gotten me frustrated, and I'm sure. Okay, let's see else. What do they have to say? Let's see what else they have.
Couple days might be able to spark something. It may not, but we are going to do the best that we can as a team collectively to help this young child that's missing.
Where are you going next?
We're going to go over to the clerk of courts. We're going to see if we can look at any court records that involve any of the three that we're talking about. The grandest, which is grandma, Candace, which is mom, and Don, responded to, how many times they've gone out there, things of that nature.
And that would be the Wells home.
That would be
Really see anything.
because of the current investigation.
Trust TBIs attached to it, that makes it sealed records.
You want to get the complete cards?
Yeah, I want to get the collect cards.
Okay, so mainly,
Because
so
the fact that
one
nobody's
domestic,
asked for them yet, you know what I mean?
Right.
No one has.
one domestic, and then the rest are animals, right?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I just scanned
She
through
just-
them.
she
I
just did
know one's
cursory scan.
domestic, one, I think I maybe sent an animal complaint. It's just, one of them's a medical call.
We're filling out a request. It's $10 per incident card.
Okay.
So we're going for the last 10 years.
So he's going to tell us how many there are.
There are, so we can.
So maybe we'll just go, a few of them or something.
Okay.
All right.
So right now, we had the opportunity to request the call log from Wells House, and he said that there were multiple calls, and for each one, it would cost $10. And I agreed, we paid for it. They're printing them all out. They had to just take a minute to redact social security numbers and sensitive information, but there are a bunch of other calls, which are mainly animal rescue and the like.
Oh, the puppies
What
are
we're
so
looking at are
cute.
calls, when they were made, by who, when the police in the county had to go out there for domestic violence.
Beach Creek isn't as bad as it used to be. Beach Creek used to be an area
That's a
that
good
law
police
enforcement
officer.
went over there, they would cut down trees in front and
All
behind
right.
the cruisers to block them in.
Wow.
Let's see what else we can find. This is just, let me stop my screen for a second. Anybody in chat, if you want to come up and talk, if you have an opinion or you just want to talk about it, please feel free to do so. I mean, this is what we are here for. I wanted to, crap, where'd it go? Go there for a second. So, I remember hearing, Dawn, or one of them saying about, where was I going? Lost my train of thought. I remember hearing Candace saying something about Dawn would kill the puppies or kittens or threaten to kill them. And then I also remember Dawn talking in live, but I can't remember whose live it was. God. Where he, would talk about the dogs and cat that's not his, he would never do that or something to that effect. Oh, did she get rid of that one? Oh, she must have took it off. Oh, this is them at the church. Now, it's just a, I'll just let you listen to it.
Oh, yeah. What the?
What is that, a knife?
At a church, it just doesn't seem like this is an appropriate toy to allow your child.
That's a
to
toy?
a church to be playing with
Sorry.
that kind of a knife. At a church, it just doesn't seem like this is an appropriate toy to allow your child to come to a church with, let alone obviously they dropped it. So, just a little odd.
It's a child's toy knife.
What?
All right.
He was taking screenshots of everything. He gave us all of his.
Oh, this is Allie talking.
Two. And then I got another phone call.
Let me go back a little bit. I hadn't finished this video yet.
All the kids took down puppies. Someone at a bar, a friend. And who would have been responsible for her sister's death? The mom or Candace? Both, probably. Or Candace anyway, because I know Candace. Which one? The daughter. Okay.
Now, why would she say that?
Do you think CPS had ever put the boys back?
No, not at all.
No, I appreciate your passion.
No,
That's like you know.
Those kids come here in the summer before summer time. They're filthy, and so is the water. They didn't ever cook summer stuff with frozen pizza and whatever else. The little one, Waylon, he showed up here and he had a 3rd-degree burn. Oh, wait a minute, yeah, on a wood stove down there in the basement. She showed me that. A wood stove down in the basement where Candace or Summer slept? Yeah. Where they all slept. They all slept down there. All the kids slept down
Oh, I didn't see no wood stove
No,
down in the
they
basement. Did you guys?
Summer slept with mommy and daddy in the bed. They didn't even have a door in the bathroom. No, they do because welfare says she has to have one. They sectioned that whole part off. Yeah, they sectioned that off. Did they? Yeah. Because we went up there.
Now, speaking, now I hear Allie and them talking. They're talking. They said there was a wood stove down in the basement that one of the little ones, the youngest boy, had 3rd-degree burns from it, from I guess playing on it or near it or touching it or whatever. Now, in the walkthrough video of Chris McDonough, I don't remember seeing a wood stove down there or any kind of stove. So I wonder what they're talking about there. Also, Hunter, Allie doesn't even have custody of her kid, Hunter. Her grandmother has custody. So it's either her grandmother or her mother. So one of the grandparents or great-grandparent, one or the other, has custody of Hunter. Now, I don't know about True, and I don't know about the other little girl. So we won't involve that. Now, I also know that Hunter is in state custody right now due to, from what I understand, not passing a drug test. So it was a probation violation, hence why he is in state custody at this moment, from what I understand. And the last I heard that his phone has not been returned to Candace, or to Hunter, sorry. that the police or FBI, TBI still have his phone, and he was using his grandfather's phone. Why hasn't his phone been returned? Well, from what I understand, and I'm hoping that this is not just speculation, but apparently there was some text messages or some pictures on Hunter's phone between him and Candace that were not appropriate, apparently, allegedly. Hi, Brenda. We're just chit-chatting about Summer or any other cases that you want to chit-chat. I'm just kind of bored, and so if you want to come up and talk about anything or any case, the link is in there. I can drop it again for you. Let me just drop it again. But yeah, we're just talking. Oops. There we go. All right, there's the link if you want to come up at all, Brenda. But we're just right now talking about Summer. Anyhow, so Hunter, from what I understand, is in not protective custody. Yes, justice for Summer. So Hunter is in state custody, from what I understand, due to the dirty drug test and being a probation violation. Now, when we listen to the not the actual 911 call, because that has not been released, and nor will it be. Probably it won't be released until probably after the case, unfortunately. So the call that we did hear, we hear the operator say that the last time anybody's seen, you don't go up on panels. That's fine. You don't have to, Anne. I was just there as in case you wanted to say your opinion or whatever. Now I've lost where I was going. Oh, so the last thing that the lady talked about, the operator said something about that Summer was last seen walking down Beach Creek at 7 p.m. Now, we also heard her say that the mom went on a run and came back and Summer was gone. So it could just be the game of telephone and not getting the right information. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. And then we have the footprints. Not one set, but two in different areas. And the one set, excuse me, that was found where the property owner talked about you couldn't, I guess because of all the police and search and rescue people that were, I guess, up on his property, they kind of contaminated the scene with their own footprints. But the footprints that they did find were barefoot prints. So it means she was shoeless. She was barefooted. Now, if she was walking down Beach Creek, where would she be heading to? By herself? Would she be walking down towards the shed at the bottom of the property? Where that little blind is, where the kids used to play in the fort in that area? Like where they were with cutting down the trees? Why would she be walking? I don't understand why she'd be walking by herself. I just don't know. And then, if she did go off on her own and got lost, be. I don't know. I'm so confused with this case. I think there's a big cover up, yeah. But if it was an accident, why not just come forward? Is it because there was already an open CPS case? Is that why they hid it? Like, I just don't. I originally thought maybe that Summer had fallen down the stairs because the boys did say that she went downstairs to play with her toys. And if she had fallen down those stairs, because they are steep as I wouldn't want to go down them. And we've seen Chris McDonough try to go down them. And even he was nervous going down those stairs. So for a rambunctious 5-year-old to go down those stairs, if she was in a hurry and wasn't paying attention, she could have fallen down those stairs. Now, whether the boys would have heard her thumping down the stairs, you would think. If the boys were in the kitchen, the staircase is in that same area behind that kind of bar thing that they had there. And now, like when you look at their new what they've done to their place, they have it all railed off, which is fine. And it should have been like that from the get-go. I just don't. And if you hear, like when we heard Jody Sue said she heard a scream. Could that scream have been Candace screaming, finding Summer down there? That's where I was going originally. But now there are so many possibilities, and with nothing coming out from police and TBI saying they have no leads and, we have no idea what happened to her. Come on, people. Pull your shit together. Figure it out now before it does go cold. Because I can honestly say, in my opinion, and I really hate to say it, but I think this case is going to go cold and these parents are going to get away with it. My opinion. I'm just reading chat here. Let me see. Brenda says, I think maybe because she was on drugs and she thought she would get into trouble and she knew Dawn would get mad at her and beat her up. I don't know, though. It's so confusing. It is very confusing. Because it was unfounded. So I think it was Candace screaming when she found Summer was hurt. I thought that, too. I thought that would be Candace's scream that Jody Sue had heard when she had found Summer down laying at the bottom of the stairs or whatever. I mean, I don't care if you do drugs. I'm okay with people doing marijuana. Hell, I smoke weed. I smoke it for my fibro. I mean, but we're legal here in Canada. I don't touch the hard shit. And I smoke once a day. I smoke it before I go to bed. It helps my muscles relax so I don't feel the blankets on me, because my blankets are heavy. Well, they're not heavy, but they feel heavy, and I can't have that on my body. So I freeze in the wintertime, basically. But enough of that. So, and then you hear, I'm kind of all over the place here with this, because as it's coming to my mind, I'm just kind of spitting it out. So you have to bear with me. And I hope you can stay on track a little bit. So then we have Don saying that he's at work. And then we hear that Don was apparently home by 3. And then you hear him say, no, I was at work till 5:30. I was talking to my boss. I was talking to my coworker that can verify for me or vouch for me. So God only knows if Dawn was there when this all went down. I heard, like I said, this is just speculation, and I don't want to put speculation out, but that's all we really have right now because the police and TBI are saying squat to us. And I get that to a point, but come on, you got to give us something so that we don't have to listen to the TBI and FBI and Hawkins County say, well, the social media is just doing speculation. Well, if you gave us something, we wouldn't be speculating. Like even a little bit of info. You don't have to give us a whole spiel. Just something that say, yes, we have a suspect in mind. We are questioning them. We are following them. Do something. Just don't not give us. And that's why everybody's so frustrated with this case, I find. That's why Molly and Andra and Jonathan and Olivia and Benny, well, Benny, I think, just went down there to be there. I don't know what the hell he was there for. That's why they went down to Tennessee, to get answers. But what answers did they really get that we didn't really know? We already knew the whole family has a criminal past. We already know that Don has been accused of SA with his stepsisters. Oh, for sure. I agree with that, Brenda. I believe that the TBI knows more than they're telling us. And I get that they can't tell us everything. I get that. But give us something so we don't have to sit on the other side of this screen and speculate and cause more chaos, as they say in the news. That social media is just speculating. Well, if you give us some information, we wouldn't be speculating, in my opinion. And that's another thing. So we all know they have a criminal past. Now, I don't know about Candace's recent past, but Dawn got arrested and charged for drinking under the influence in October 31st. Okay, I don't know how your rules work in states, but here in Canada, if you're charged with DUI, you're arrested immediately. Your car is taken away and impounded. And in order to get your vehicle out of impound, I think it's like a $3,500 fee, but you lose your license. So what was it? What do we? We lose our license. We're fined. We lose our car, and go to court. And if you're proven guilty in court, you can bet your bottom dollar, 75% of the time. I've never been charged with DI, so I don't know. But you do court time. You do jail time, I mean. So you think there's a lot of people down there that don't want Summer found? You mean like town people or like the family? I don't think the parents want her found. That's the way I feel, because that's the vibe they're putting out. Like, like I just don't get it. If Candace isn't working and she doesn't have any kids there and she's not going to work with Dawn, then why isn't she out looking for her kid, her baby girl. Like, I just don't get it. I can't wrap my mind around it. I mean, I have 4 biological kids and 2 stepchildren. So I have 6. 3 boys, 3 girls. And some of them are twin girls. And I tell you, those girls, when they were babies, they were the best kids ever I've ever want. Now that they're 18 and up, I want to drive them through the wall because they're just cray sometimes. They drive me bonkers. But they are adults now. But like Candace, her mom, and Chase. I thought he was a good guy. I really, really did. And then I come to find out that everything he did was a lie. And if it wasn't for this Kristen lady and her $8,000 or $4,000 or whatever it was for these billboards, they would never went up. That money would have just been pocketed, I think. Chase is another complete separate case to me. Like, he is, I don't know. Yeah, there is. I'm not happy about them making money. I mean, just not the fact. Okay, so I'm not monetized, which is fine. And some of the cases, like, I could see people making money off of Summer is wrong. I get that. Now, for Molly Golightly and Andra and all them, the money that they have made in super chats and whatever it may have been, I do believe that is to fund their trip down there for their hotel, airfare, gas fare, whatever. You know, I get, because people don't have money. If you want boots on the ground, then yes, people donate to that, and I'm for that if it's for the good. But people out here just making money off of Summer just for the fact of making money, I don't believe in that. And a lot of people donate super chats to a lot of creators just because of what they say, their content and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. But there are people out there that are just out there for the money. So, and I'm a small channel, so I haven't even reached 500, so I can't even do anything. Like, I can't post on the community wall. I can't do any of that. So, yeah. And funny thing, Chase to me, a lot like another couple creators. Well, it's one creator, but there are a couple. I like Molly too. She's a little harsh sometimes. But I get what she's saying, and I understand what she's saying, and I feel her passion. I see no passion from Summer's parents, though. Not even Dawn. You know, when Dawn was on talking with Voices Behind the Wall, it was never about Summer. It was about Dawn. Oh, I'm drunk again. I'm going to spew my stuff. And, fuck, Dawn. Go to bed, get up in the morning, go to work, come home, eat dinner, have a shower, go to bed, get up, like we all do. But Chase, I think, basically inserted himself into this case on a lie. Apparently, well, I don't know if Chase and Donald Wells knew each other beforehand, but I do know that Chase was helping fix a vehicle up either Dawn's, or Dawn was helping Chase fix a vehicle. I don't know which way it went. I really don't know much about Jody Sue. Yeah, I did hear about. I heard that she was asking for money. Yeah, I think Jody Sue should have stayed off of YouTube. And she inserted herself in the case. Why? Why insert yourself? I wouldn't want to be part of a murder or disappearance investigation. Like, she could have said, okay, she could have took her information, what she heard, the scream, and what she may or may not known about the Wells and how they treat their kids or whatever, and kept it with the police and the TBI and FBI. She didn't have to come out on YouTube and air all their dirty laundry when she doesn't even live there. We all know that Candace and Dawn and Grandma are just not the best people. Grandma Candy did not raise her 3 girls. Those Candace, Rosemarie, and I think the other ones, I don't know what the other one's name, it was Jeannie or something else. They were raised by their dad. And Candace was raised by her grandfather, not by her mom. So I just don't, they don't know what family is. I don't know, and for Jody Sue, I heard a few things, whether they're true or not. I heard that she was asking something for about regarding a cell phone. And somebody collected 2 donations, which added up to $130. And apparently this lady gave her the money. And I guess it came across that Jody Sue wasn't appreciative of it. I don't know. I heard that she was asked to put up an Amazon list or wish list for her kids, and she didn't want to do that. She wanted the money. But then again, I don't know if any of that is true about Jody Sue. I just know that she seems to have a lot to say in the case, and it has nothing to do with her. She should have never, ever inserted herself into this case. And for me, that's a red flag. So, yeah. You think she's doing it for money? She says she's not. Plus, I think an attention. Yeah, she likes the attention. But so does Dawn. The only one that I want to talk, well, there's a couple of people, but we can't hear from the boys. I like to know what they, I'd like to know what questions they were asked and what their answers were. And I know we'll never get to know that because they are minors, and I totally understand that. But I also heard that the boys didn't want to go back home. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. And if Summer is gone and Candace and Dawn and Grandma had something to do with it, why is Candace buying and fixing up Summer's room with the pink and purple, a dresser, if she knows she's not going to come home? Why do it? Is that to throw us off? She said she was okay for the Christmas list for kids. She didn't want nothing but for her, but people are still getting her stuff. Oh, so she did put out the Amazon wish list for her kids? She was Facebook yesterday putting Molly and them down for going down to Tennessee. Yeah. Is that on her Facebook? I don't know. I don't know if I can even get. I don't even know if I can get her Facebook. Let me look, because just give me a minute. I just gotta look it up. Her last name's Brown, right? Jody Sue Brown. I haven't listened to a lot. See, and I don't know. Okay, let's look for videos. October 20th is the last one. Oh, hang on. Let me get this. Oh, please. That can't be her. Is that her? Really? I don't think that's her. That's not her. I don't know. Let me look at my chat here. Maybe because yeah, and I'm sorry. Even if Summer is found alive, those boys, in my opinion, should not be given back. I don't care how nice their house is. Those parents, Dawn and Candace, and I'm going to throw Grandma in there too, because apparently she needs it too. But they all need parental classes and how to be a parent. And the reason I say Grandma is because Grandma never raised her girls. And I'm still looking for Jody's. Oh, crap. I thought I did flag it. Sorry. Never mind. I remember having it one time. I think I found it. I end up bookmarking her Facebook page. Okay. Oh, they don't have dates on here, so I don't know which. She's got a lot of videos. My Lord, girl. All right. So, okay, there's one here. I hope I can. I'll have to. Okay, let me share my screen. Just give me a second, guys. She's crying in this one. I don't know why. And I don't know. It's 2 hours ago. So apparently she was live 2 hours ago. Okay, let me share my screen and see what she has to say. because we're all about Jody Sue, what she's got to say, because she knows. All right.
Okay, guys. So I'm getting ready to go to my little thing this morning, and holy shit, y'all just don't even know. Ooh, and I'm okay. So
Okay,
now
she's
I knew
laughing.
this particular meltdown had happened last night, but you see, I didn't go watch it. I had better things to do. So, and I wasn't watching at the time, but I knew it was happening. And I felt so bad for AB. And I voiced that kind of everywhere last night. I knew he was, like, he had tried to defend me in some way, you know, like, man, he didn't really say it much, but Molly O'Reilly done had a fucking meltdown, right? And poor AB, I was like, y'all, I hate that he felt like he had to, you know, take up for me. I hate that whatever he took, because trust me, it was not of the trolls. And then this morning, I get informed that Enchanted has a video up. And I'm like, about what? I'm like, oh, you gotta see this. Yeah. So I've not even had my first cup of coffee yet. And, oh my God, you all. Oh, and I'll share the video because it's got shit in it. So, anyway, we'll see if it'll play without strikes in the background. But I'm going to share it because this is one of the most amazing artworks I've ever seen.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
How you been? Good. So what are you tripping out about? Jody's just has an opinion. Why don't you leave it open and have just leave it open? She's allowed to have an opinion.
She's allowed to talk about us like that? Did you hear it?
I know, I heard it. I mean, I think there's a difference in opinion and being brutal, though.
Yeah, but watch the video on her Facebook. She's got a Facebook she put out today. Slamming you guys. Slamming? Hold on. Yeah, I texted you. I'm the one that texted you that was looking in your hand if you looked at it. I also sent you her criminal record. That's in your text also. But pull up her Facebook.
I've got a criminal record as well, guys. That's how I sent it to you, AB. Late again, bitch. Everybody in the world knows.
Yeah, I agree. She likes the attention and drama, thrives on it.
God, Google would be so helpful. Just basics would be helpful. Everybody and their brother is aware of that. Matter of fact, I was the first one to out myself when I first spoke out months ago. We've addressed this. This has been done. AB's aware of it. Whole world's fucking aware of it.
Yeah, we know you have a criminal record.
Just like they're also aware of
possession, selling,
windowing.
And lots of other things. She has a record for... Oh, Molly having a breakdown. Wow.
You're not standing up for something. You're not fucking standing up for something. We not fucking will try. I go down there and put my fucking life in danger. And my fucking friend.
She put her life in danger, y'all. Fuck all y'all. I mean, you all just suck. Fuck you, you sit here while I go put my life in danger. Well, I don't know how are you doing that, Molly, by trespassing and breaking and entering in Beach Creek. Hell, you still didn't die. What the fuck are you talking about by sitting in a motel?
It's addicting, YouTube.
Paid for talking shit about law enforcement, how they're not.
All right, let's see what else we can find, because this
fundraise
one's
for the
just
next
about
Come down here, just sit in the parking lot and yell at the feds about how they're inadequate, not doing shit on your fucking time. She's risking her fucking life getting information that is easily Googleable. They can't even Google. Guys, risking her fucking life.
Why don't you do all the fucking work and you make all the fucking money? This is fucking fair, right? This is fucking fair. This is fucking fair. It's not fair. Well, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. You guys don't want us to find fucking summer with you. No, we will. We'll go somewhere where they want fucking help, right? We will not. We will not give up. We will not be bullied. We will not back down.
We're not going to.
How dare you fucking say that to me?
I must have missed that live.
No, he's not supposed to be on my end. He's not going to sit there and tell me I have that television and this fucking rule-like bitch. It's telling us that we, it's telling our community that we're a bunch of con artists.
Right. Well, you're just down there to help.
There's a network of someone in there that's going around possibly conning people. Like, I'm get out of here. Like, after talking to Otis, she's supporting all of the efforts. She was against Equisearch being down there. She was, oh, really? Equisearch, wow. She didn't run anyone there. She was
Now,
run everyone up there.
I don't know what. I mean,
now, okay, so she didn't want Holly, or Marissa and Olivia and Andra and all them down there. Okay. We know how she feels about Jackie Dobbs buying the property adjacent to hers or adjacent to the Wells. We heard her speak on that in the past, but it's okay for cracking cases, Cam and Allie, to get inserted into the case, where I just don't see why it's okay for Cam and Allie to insert themselves into the case in looking for Summer, which is good. But why can't anybody else from outside of Tennessee do the same thing? Like, if I was to fly to Tennessee and do a search and, you know, like what Molly and them are doing, but maybe a little bit more incognito, because I don't think I'd be right up there on the Wells property. What's the harm in that? You know, if I was to fly there and go and say, I'm here searching for Summer Wells, you know, not to Dawn and Candace and not on our property, of course, but I would be checking out the horse park. I would be checking out any train tracks that I keep hearing about, train tracks, and stuff like that. So I don't know. Okay, let's listen some more.
again, it goes back to, you know, the people we don't care about anymore. The rich on TV's panel.
Oh, it goes back to the fucking rich.
Jody Sue has a ranch.
Has a wrench.
I have a ranch on the channel. I don't think that's anything.
Oh, I guess, okay.
I don't understand that, but stop and think of even
Okay, we're going to
just leave it open. She's
skip
not
through some of this. Oh, what did she say?
Community knows how I feel about that fundraising con I've already fucked with for months now. Right?
Fundraising
Everybody
con.
knows this is not news to AB. AB knows that I'm now obviously calling these that were just down here. Exactly like that. Like little rainbows. They're coming down here with their very real lack of information. To save Summer. She's screaming at AB. Then you go down there and find Summer but we need to be down there finding. She's gonna come down here and find Summer, y'all, where all of these FBI and TBI and
Did
searchers, and
they
she's gonna come find Summer with her 2018. Here's Jody Sue's criminal record. Wait,
Okay.
is it Don or Don's son that has a pedophile? What information? She's gonna come down here and be the savior. Only if she raises enough money to come yell at the FBI about how bad of a job they're doing them first.
Fucking well tried! While I go down there and put my fucking life in danger and my fucking friends. Let us do all the fucking work and you make all the fucking money.
I don't know why I want like a cup. I want a teacup. Who's making the fool of herself? Oh, yes. Yeah. Gotcha.
It's not fair for her to say that.
He's not supposed to be on my anything. He's not going to sit there and tell me that I'm going to after this fucking long-leg bitch is telling us that we, it's telling the community that we're a bunch of con artists.
Right. Well, you're just down there to help her.
There's someone in there that's going around possibly conning people. Like, how do you get out of here?
I want to. Okay, let me find the video. Sorry. Excuse me. Was it yesterday? Oh, what the hell happened? No, go back. I don't want to create a live event. I'm already live. Okay, she knows Summer's found. No one's going to want her up on YouTube panel, and she'll not get any more attention. True. I want to see what video.
I'm about to be sick.
This was 18 hours ago.
Oh dear. I think I've eaten some. Oh, I don't feel like this. Why do I feel sick like this? This is odd. Anyway, so in case you want to have to me, is my own mama must have felt me ranting and decided to no. And so she cut me off. Anyway, tis that time of evening where everybody's trying to coordinate everything around here. And get everything done.
Like Jody Sue to me has a lot of information. I get that.
Bachelorette pads old. We're all like get off our
But she shouldn't have aired it all either.
And
because she's part of the now speculation.
Evening Dobbs is where I get it from. Is these ladies. And I don't know. I'm kind of like any time of day here, but I can't even feel my foot to get these on. This is stupid. Oh, I give up. It's bad when you can't even feel your whole leg or anything good enough to put a freaking sock.
It's called neuropathy. I have it too.
So stupid. So there's a note, if you're on my get, once you can no longer feel you have no idea how to, it doesn't matter what you do with your hands and eyes. I just felt all the heat leave my whole body.
What is she talking about?
But it doesn't matter what you're doing with your hands and eyes. You can't put socks on. And look, let me tell you, these are the most amazing things.
Oh, they look comfy. All right, this to me has nothing to do with
But these don't even feel like socks.
Summer.
Have the little Lady Grippers, but they look like raccoons. They have fuzzies.
I wish that they could. Oh, excuse me. I wish they could like put titles on them so I know what's what. What's this one here?
So I thought it wise tonight,
Chris Sims.
even though I don't really feel much like playing in this bullshit sandbox. You know, I hear Salted Earth there. She can't keep my name out of her fucking stupid lips. You know, because of course it is targeting season, and she's realized I'm good clicks and views.
Salted Earth.
And that heel's real salty, too, apparently. But yesterday's video titled something about she talks to one of my close friends, right? Well, here's why this is bullshit. This lady, as you can see, is not my friend. We're not friends on Facebook. And the first message she sends me ever is November 10th. Seem like friends, you all? Also notice what Miss Sims here did. That they wouldn't show you over on Salted Earth.
Yeah, I know. She keeps talking.
Let's look. She unsent a message. Oh, it only left this one. Well, she
Have your
real
boots on?
badass or something. Unsent. As in, she did it. See that? Look how many she sent me that I never
Denny's being a little
responded
mad,
to.
bitch.
See that?
He can kiss my ass.
See it?
I don't know who this Chris is. Do you know who this Chris is?
See it? She had me go unanswered continuously because I didn't really give a shit. And then last contact with her's actually days before. I guess she was feeling salty too. This is the 18th last time she sent me a message I didn't respond to. What she fails to think of is that I do indeed have her screenshots because they're so fucking batshit. So the screenshots exist.
Yeah, I don't know who this Chris Sims.
I would be unwise. But they were so batshit. I remember making a live video about this particular crazy here. Because the woman came at me sideways. And called me racist because of...
If anybody that watches this afterwards who knows who Chris Sims is and what relation it has to Summer Wells, if you can leave it in comments and let me know.
On Summer in the case, this the other, because, and I kid you not, she had started up her own little YouTube, and she was just invested in this case. Could I help her out? But also,
okay, so she's a YouTuber.
She said because I was a racist. And I was like, then you aren't paying attention. And as you can see, the rest of the shit goes downhill from here. Right?
If you... Let me pause.
And,
read. That doesn't exist because it never happened. What you've seen are videos Squall has put out. That BS narrative, all you have bought. There are videos of me doing the exact opposite, calling on friends to help terrorize and disrupt Klan camps in Beach Creek. What part of Mexican and Somalia do you not get? LOL. Huh.
And like I told her, it doesn't exist because it never happened. What you've seen in video Squall put out that bullshit narrative. Y'all have bought. They're rid of me doing.
Yeah, that was so I'm gonna look into that girl, Chris Sims, if she's got a YouTube channel, from what I take it. I gotta find a video for you guys.
I thought it why.
What's this one? Why did she put music on for? So we can't. Oh, people, I tell ya. All right. There was something that I wanted to show. Give me a quick second. Oh, it's really windy out here. All of a sudden, the trees are bending over. What happened to my nice day? Oh, da da da. This is the rest of the Macbeth. This is from Molly's channel. I'll just let you listen to it.
When he did her interview with her, she took him to a nasty house. So when she got a taxi, she came down to my house and wanted me to go off. So I went to her session. So I spoke with them, but the kids wanted to see the dogs. And I only did it for the kids' sake. And that's when she had the backup petition dog.
Sad. I want answers.
I know.
want answers.
So do we. I want answers. I want to know what happened.
Yeah, because she was over here, and you guys left her. And
They put up like she was our own.
yeah.
I really helped with the kids and everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Right at my house, gave them fully cooked meal. They look like their own little sister.
TBI speak to you?
Yeah.
What did they say? Like, what did they ask?
They just went over the.
That day it would happen.
Yeah, they wouldn't tell us that long.
Yeah, they set that up. How many TBI kids?
First time it was. Bobby was there. Well, that was like. That was this guy. Let's see, the first time they came over, there was 2. And then I got another phone call. And they came back. Yeah, that was late. No, that was when I was getting ready to go to work. That's the scare ship. They're waiting for that day, and she said, "Don't you dare." And then I was going to go to work. Mom was going to bring me. And late. Yeah. And they came back. Because we went out there, that guy that tried to kidnap Hunter. No. What? Jeremy, Duggan. Yeah. He worked with bikers against small Georgia.
Drivers against trafficking.
Yeah. And the child abuse. And
So why did he try to kidnap Hunter?
Hunter's father had reached out to him, I guess.
Do you think Hunter is really involved in all this?
My son's safety.
Because of this relative.
But he didn't care until he didn't care until there was a report out for summer. And then him and Jeremy came up with an idea to come up and get Hunter. And I was at the football field, but I read it on Facebook, plain as day. Jeremy Duggan left his thing saying that his name and everything. He had a transfer order to transfer my child from Tennessee to New York. I panicked. I went to the police department. They told me if anyone shows up, call them. So I went to work. Grandma was here with the kids. Grandma was here with the kids. I'm on my lunch break. They all know. And I get my phone's going blast. I got people on.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So I went and called Grandma up. So listen, Sam's going to get you in Hunter. And they said,
Okay, so I'm gonna play a video. I'll have to share her link in the description box. This is from. Let me pause. Macbeth there. Okay, so this is from. The title is Summer Wells Disappears. Was it the whole thing premeditated? And it's from the Criminal Gossiper. So please subscribe to her. She's pretty good.
About what might have happened. Some people hold on to hope that she's still alive and that she can possibly be found safe and unharmed This
I don't
sad
think anything
and
happened to her
mysterious
at the park,
disappearance has many of us wondering
in my opinion.
how this could have happened. And we are very disappointed at the thought, at the possibility of a tragic ending for the beautiful young child. Summer was only 5 years old when she disappeared on Tuesday, June 15th, and that was earlier this year. And there has been some talk, speculation about her being taken to a safe location, possibly better surroundings, a safer home environment, as a planned removal from her home on the hill in Tennessee. I'm going to talk about another theory and a recent conversation about the disappearance of Summer Wells. There are so many questions that have come up and have to be picked apart after hearing this account of events that might have happened that day. Now, let me know what you make of it, what you think after hearing the story, which you might already know about. Let me know in the comments what you make of it. If you see anything which would discount the possibility of it being true, let me know what you think. Now, it's been floating out there, and some people believe that it is possible. At this point, I'm 100% undecided, and you will see why at the end. Now, there are some basics about this whole scenario which are illogical. In this story, it is said that Summer was lured away from the home and that it was all part of a plan. There was a woman that lured her away, and this gives us a scenario where Summer is safe. They say it was all a setup. Now, they, who are they? We don't know because they're unknown, only recognizable from their voice, but I don't know who it is at this point. They say it was all a setup, that it was pre-planned. Candace was distracted as part of the plan, and Summer was then lured by a female. She was lured away from the home. This was a plan to remove Summer from a bad home situation, which we have heard about. There's been lots of talk about what might have gone on, and this scenario has Grandma in the know. So Grandma leaving the property to ensure Summer is being taken care of after. The informant, which is unknown, tells that Summer is okay and Grandma knows where she is. Here is a summation of what he said. I'm going to quote and tell you what was said, what I heard. Quote, he says, referring to Don, he's a wife beater, he's a woman beater, he's a thief. But the thing of it is, the shape he's in right now, he's in no shape to run his mouth about anybody. There's a man and a woman involved in this. The man is the getaway driver, okay? The man is the one that was driving the truck, sitting at the bottom of the hill. There was a woman came up that hill on the back side and lured Summer out of there. Went in that house. Grandma distracted Candace long enough for this to happen. What happened is Grandma saved that little girl's life. Then there's a question asked, where is she? Quote, he says, I don't know, but there are people that do know. Private investigators know, and the FBI knows. But there's one innocent piece. That's the girl, the woman that lured her away. Another question, how do we know Summer is safe? Quote, he says, they've got eyes all over, but they cannot finish what they started until they find out exactly who Grandma had to lure her away. 'Cause Grandma's not talking. She's afraid. Grandma ain't been out here on a joyride vacation. Grandma's been in the box. She came back for about 3 days and gone again, 'cause she's going back to make sure Summer's okay and taken care of. We need people to stop showing Candace hate. We need people to say, you know, Candace, we know Don has got his foot on your throat. Just talk. Get away from him. Leave him. So now this, I'm actually quoting what he said, and this man does have an accent. He has like a Tennessee accent. It's an obviously Southern accent, and so I'm going to continue on. He says, and I'm quoting, Candace ain't the bad person here. Quote, Don been doing something with them every day. Here I believe he's referring to SA. No one can make me believe that woman didn't love her kids. I don't care if she's an addict or not. The woman loved her kids, but Grandma saved Summer. She's gonna take the heat for a while. Then another question is posed. When is Summer going to be put in the hands of law enforcement? When is she gonna be turned over? And he responds, I quote, let Grandma get back to where she's going. It ain't gonna be long, honey. It won't be much longer. Another question is posed. Why did Grandma return to Tennessee, then leave 3 days later? Quote, I don't know. Maybe to give people information that she needed to give. I don't know, but Grandma's going to be made out to be the hero. Then he goes on, talking about Don. He has no clue. Don has no clue. That's the stupidest MF I believe I ever met in my life. Another question is posed. So he wasn't there that day? And I quote, he says, he was not there when Summer went missing. Again, he refers to SA. He says he essayed. They're gone. The family will never see him again. So Grandma got her gone. She got her out of there because they knew the CPS was coming the next day. And there he's referring to the Child Protective Services, which were expected to visit. So he says that because they knew the CPS were coming the next day, and she got the hell out of Dodge. When Candace had her interview with Chris M., if you look, Candace talks about Summer. She doesn't cry very much because she knows she'll see Summer again. But when it's about them boys, she starts showing a hell of a lot of emotion because she don't know if she'll get to see them again. Okay, so that is pretty much what he says. That is not everything, but it's pretty much to the point of what he was telling. And so now the thing about this story, there's a couple of things that for sure don't make sense at this point. And also, I have to ask, why hasn't Candace left Don? There's so many obvious reasons, even before reading this, that I wondered why she hadn't left him. But she would have good reason to leave. And Summer would have been protected that way as well. So we hear the voice, it's the voice of a male, and he has a southern twang. To me, it sounds like a Tennessee accent, which is thick. And the use of words is clearly southern, without a doubt. His word selection matches the vocabulary which we've heard from many of the people in this story, the way that he uses the language. And so they said people in the know are doing this to protect Summer, and that includes the Bureau of Investigations. That is what this guy said. So now this story has put a lot of attention on the grandmother. We have to remember this may be 100% fabricated. It might just be a red herring. It might be something which was put out there to get attention off of the real situation. I don't know. But Summer's grandmother has not come out to this point to put her side out there. And we have to respect her rights and know that at this point, this story told is just that. It's a story without any evidence at this point. But it does make you wonder, is it possible that maybe Summer is still alive? And that is the thing about this story, that, you kind of want to believe it because it's hopeful. It's basically with this scenario, then Summer would still be alive and well. And that is why you kind of want to believe it. Now, who is that person? Whose voice is it? And so why not include Candace in this whole getaway if this is true? Candace, Grandma, Summer, and the boys could have left for their safety. And that happens every day when there's an abusive partner. Then the authorities are there to help families out of these kinds of situations. At one point, there was a lot of talk about the idea that maybe Summer was taken, maybe like kind of like an adoption, brought to a wealthy family that could take better.
Now, I did hear about a possible scenario in that situation where Summer, someone, can't remember who it was. I watched so many videos that's kind of hard to keep track sometimes. Someone did say that someone came forward and said that a couple was going to adopt a Summer, but the parents apparently raised the price and they backed out. So whether there's truth to that, I don't know. And until those alleged people that were going to adopt Summer come forward, I'm just going to say that's speculation right now.
Better care of her. That was an idea which was talked about quite a bit early on, and this sounds similar, but in this case they're saying that the grandmother knows, and it seems to me like this would imply that she's with family, that family has her, from a couple of things that he said. Another thing which comes into this is that bit of information which we heard from Jody Sue, that she said that she saw Summer come out of the shower and she believed that Summer was in there with the father.
That's gross.
That basically that the grandmother was also suspicious about these things, about SA, and that she wanted Summer.
Wait a minute. So when she said that Grandma suspected this as well, Grandma's own brother, who is either already released or is going to be released into a halfway house, I believe, for the same thing, sexual abuse, from what I understand. So Grandma, it runs on Grandma's side, it runs on Dawn's side. You put the two of them together, and I really don't think that sexual assault, SA, is a hereditary thing. So someone needs to break the cycle, and obviously neither Candace's mom's side didn't break the cycle, and Dawn's side didn't break the cycle. So the only cycle now that needs to be broken is Candace's and Dawn's children. They are the ones that need to break the cycle now, because their parents will not or have not.
To be safe. That is what this is all about. Basically, that CPS was coming.
Yeah, I would like to know who those parents are. I wish they would come forward. I really do. If it is true, I wish they would come forward and say, yes, we were planning on adopting Summer. We offered, say, 20 grand. They wanted, say, 80. I don't know if that's true. This is just a rough estimate. And the parents that were going to adopt backed out because Dawn and Candace were being greedy. So.
And that Summer might be taken away. And I suppose it had to do with her concerns about SA, but the last minute thing would have been that CPS was coming the next day, and so she had to quickly.
Now, do we really know? Because I did hear in the beginning that CPS was supposed to be arriving at 110 at 110 Ben Hill Road. I heard in the beginning of all this case that CPS was to be coming to the house on June 15th to remove the kids. If that's the case, and if it is true, why did she leave the boys at home? And I guess she said she left the boys at home to clean. Okay, first of all, CPS doesn't make appointments generally. They just show up, in my opinion. And if CPS did show up at the house and there was no answer, I also remember someone was either Candace or I think it was Candace saying, no one comes in, no one goes out. They were on lockdown. So, like, did she lock her kids inside the house? Like, while she was gone gallivanting around with Grandma and Summer and Hunter and going to the water park and getting the prescription and going to Sonics and, like, did she just lock her kids in the house? Or was Don home?
Act on this. Maybe it was something that was thought out for a while, and then she had to quickly act on it. So that is the idea. That is what this story is telling.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what to believe and what not to believe anymore.
It is you kind of want to believe it, because if this were true, then it means that Summer is somewhere safe, but why let this go on so long? How can they let this go on when there are groups out there, that have gone searching from the beginning, and it was a very difficult search, especially in the summer with the heat, the dangerous terrain, and there was heat exhaustion from a lot of those searchers. Now again, we had this recent search last week, and so I mean, if this was true, you would think that the FBI would have looked into this, and that they could somehow either verify it, or that they would have spoken to the grandmother. But instead, like I said, we're seeing the attempt to search that location. So I don't know. I really don't know. But what do you guys make of it? Is this some kind of like a scam? Some kind of somebody who wants to get attention? Is this guy somebody who basically wants to be involved, to get attention, to have some notoriety? I recall there was another one in the Chris Watts case who came out and he started saying all this stuff.
Dawn said there was no locks on the doors?
Then very quickly it was discovered
on the
that
outside
he was
doors?
lying, that he was just making up the whole thing. And so this might be one of those types of scenarios. Otherwise, they're saying that it was sent to the FBI. A copy of this, the full copy of this was sent to the FBI. And so that is the kind of thing, they've got connections. They have techniques and ways of looking into things and searching. And I mean, they would be following the grandmother. They would find out where she was, and they would be checking out to see, where is Summer? And that is basically that at this point. If they did do this, then there's something illegal. There's something criminal about this, because of all of the expenses and the effort that has been put into searching for Summer. So if she was concerned about CPS and about if it is true that she thought that there was SA and that she couldn't allow that, then she could have left with Candace. She could have arranged to bring the children to safety, without having to make a whole missing child case out of it. So it makes me ask the question of why wouldn't the grandmother have planned this with Candace?
Yeah.
Okay. Now
I do know they didn't have doors on the bedrooms or on the bathroom, and I do know that CPS did say that they had to have doors on the bathroom and bedrooms. So, because I remember one of Don's alcohol-induced lives, one of his last lives actually, where you could hear him yelling at Candace, and sounds like he hit her, but I don't know. He was saying something about "don't break my doors" that I just put up or something.
Of course, there's reasons why not. I can imagine. Now, another thing. So, why the huge organized outdoor search, seemingly for remains? I suppose they don't buy this story. If it is true that they've been given this, if it's not some kind of a scam, it would imply that they do not buy the story. So, how do you see it? Is there any chance that this story is true? Does it hold water? So, what's your take on the scenario? Is it possible? Maybe? Is it probable? I really don't know, but I doubt the FBI would be searching if they believe this story. If the story was true, then the FBI would have knowledge of this, and they would most likely know where Summer is right now. But instead, we saw that huge organized search of the Tennessee area, and it was an outdoor search. They weren't going door to door. It was basically like a recovery search. So again, I have to wonder, who is the person giving this story? Whose voice is it? Could it be someone from the family? Could it be a friend? Maybe a neighbor? Again, his accent makes me think that he's from that area. It could be from another southern location. That will be part of this, which we will have to figure out somehow. Maybe it will be leaked. Maybe it'll come out soon. That's the way.
I don't know, guys. This case, just crazy. I don't know. It just seems the more we dig into this case, the more we are sent back to the beginning. And speculation is just... I never got on YouTube until I heard him about Summer. Now I can't get off. It's so addicting. Well, I came on... when Justin Evans case, I came on as a listener. Justin Evans is a young man that was found up in I live in Ontario, so I'm actually right now from where I live to where he lived, I'm about a 10-minute drive on the highway. So neck and neck, and that case was crazy too. But it's now been solved. So that's what brought me on. And then my kid told me to make a channel and talk about things. So that's what I did. He helped me set it up, and yeah, and so that's why I'm here today. I think she walked off. If she walked off, they would have found... Yeah, how far could she travel by foot? She's 5. So I would say no more than 7 miles. And that's a stretch. So, but in what direction? So if you do a 7-mile radius of that property in those woods, all the way around that house, that's where I would be searching. If she had walked off. But then again, who's to say that a wild animal of some sort didn't come and scarf her down? Sounds so rude. I don't mean to be. But, I mean, if it was, I don't know, I'm assuming there's bears. It's a forest. There's wolves. There's, snakes, deadly spiders. I don't know. I just, I think Criminal Gossiper has it. I think I think this is all a premeditated scam. And if Candace wanted to save Summer from her dad, from being SA'd, it wouldn't be that hard. Dawn goes to work every day before Summer's disappearance. It's called Gather Up All Your Children, go to the police station, and you can be put into a protection program where Daddy-O won't know where you are. And you guys, they could have gotten help. So there's that. And I come from a domestic violence background. First marriage was hard. So, and I don't put up with men's bullshit now. I don't. Before I was belittled and made to do things. I'm not going to get into that right now because it's not about me. This is about Summer. What's this? Twitter just came up with something from TBI, so I just want to check it out. Oh. Oh, really? Huh. Nothing to do with Summer, just another case that happened like in 2015 that they just finally charged somebody. Okay. That's how long it takes TBI to charge somebody, apparently. 6 years. Well, Summer doesn't have 6 years to be found or anything. Yeah, I would think that her clothes would be left. I think any kind of fiber, clothes, anything should have been left or strewn across the forest or woods or whatever. Someone said to me, it's probably the simplest thing ever. That we're like, my son goes, you need to go back to the beginning. I said, well, I've gone back to the beginning. I've re-listened to the calls. I've re-listened to to the first interviews and the TBI press conferences, and I'm still stuck in the same spot. It's almost like having writer's block, I guess, if you're a writer. The only way, and I hate to even think this, and I've thought it from basically the first month and a half, 2 months. If the parents did dispose of Summer and hit her body, I don't think they actually hit it. I think they probably burnt it, like they did with the other case there, the Daybell or whatever. I don't know if that's right. Bowel. No. Yeah, I think it's a Bowles case. Bowel. I followed it, but I didn't. I didn't report on it or anything like that. I just, deep in my heart, and it hurts for me to say this, and I don't want to think this way, but I'm kind of led this way, that I don't think Summer is with us. Unfortunately, and I probably said that in a few of my other lives, but right at this time, and until something comes to light, whether it be a new lead, the police let something loose from their lips, we're never going to know. So, but, and I mean, there's other cases out there, and I get that, but I keep coming back to Summer and hoping to find something new. I've gone through my notes. I've gone through, like, I got notes on Frank Light. I got notes on Jackie Dobbs. I got notes on Candace. I got notes on Dawn. I got notes on Grandis. I got notes on David Dotson. Robin. Well, just starting on notes on, I got some notes on her, but I'm trying to think if Robin could be more involved than she's letting on. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brenda. So sorry. No, it's a cold case, eh? You should try to get in touch with Chris McDonough and the Cold Case Foundation. I know I reached out to Chris. Basically when I first came onto YouTube, regarding a cold case up here where I live, in the town I live, from back in 1990 as well. It's been 31 years. But they told me that a family member had to ask for the help. Oh, good. I'm glad you reached out to him. Oh. Well, we've been here for 2 hours. You got anything else maybe we can go into, Brenda, or trying to think without repeating myself what I've said prior. Robin comes off as Miss Goody Two Shoes with her little creepy laugh and everything. But I've heard different people talk about how she's all fun and bubbly on camera, but as soon as camera's turned off, she kind of flips a switch and looks like she's not. It's very confusing, this case. I don't know. And so, and I also find it really, 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 really weird that David Dotson left the church shortly after all this kind of went down. I mean, he's still in the same area, I believe, but he married another lady, a young lady, from a different church. They just recently got married, and I don't know if you've seen any of the pictures. I did see a picture of yeah, when Molly Golightly and all them were up there, there was a picture of Benny. I did see a glimpse of it. I didn't really focus on it, so I don't know who was all in it. Oh, Cam and Allie, that's right. But okay, back to Dotson. Did you see the young lady that he married? Did you see a picture of what she looked like? If you haven't, I'll show you. I did a short little video clip of that. I'll show that, and I want your thought on it, Brenda. I want to know your thought. I really do. So just give me a second, and I will share my screen. And I just have to go into my YouTube because I'm the one that do. Yeah, I just heard that our weather is supposed to get like 90-kilometer-hour winds. I'm like, what happened to my nice sunny day? I mean, it's warm out there. It's plus 12, plus 13, I think. But the wind gusts are supposed to get high later on. Oh, round and round we go. Do. Alrighty. Oh, here you are. It's only a 40-second clip, so. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up because it's like a 10-second delay. What's going on here? Yeah, I heard that they were up there partying, but I don't know. Because, I mean, I think they just, why isn't this? Just waiting for it to load. I don't think Cam and Allie were partying. They had to pick up their kids from school that day. So, I mean, it wasn't like they're at nighttime partying up. Oh, I must have a really bad leg because this is just starting to, there we go. Oh, what is it doing? Come on. I'd rather rain than snow. All right, here we go. It's only a 40-second clip, but.
Oh my gosh, Dad!
Look how tiny she is. I originally thought she was, and I don't mean to laugh because I thought she had dwarfism at first. That's how tiny she is. She's childlike. Doesn't she look very tiny, like childlike size? And I found that to be very creepy. I don't know why, but I did. But yeah, I think Robin. I think she knows more than what she's saying as well. But then again, that is my Yeah, she looks about 12. She looks. I was like, okay, buddy. I just thought that was kind of weird that she looked like a doll size human, like my little play toy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but and yeah. So he left. He left their church to go to this woman's church, and I think she's a Baptist. So it was like a totally different religion altogether. And I don't know how long he was at the Seventh Day Adventist. I don't know how long he was there for, and how well did he know Candace and Dawn. Like in Robin's own words, Robin said the first time she met them, she thought that they were there for a handout because the way they were dressed. So, I mean, what does that tell you? So Robin's first impression thought, they're just here for a handout. So it just, I don't know. And like, if Dotson wasn't there that long at that church, and Dawn and Candace probably didn't start attending that church until October, November of 2020, right after that domestic violence incident with Jose. Yeah, I heard that I heard he wasn't at the first church very long. Who, Dotson? Or Dawn? Because I know Dawn and them went to another church. I think it was a Baptist church too. And then they switched to Herd. So, I don't know. Like I said, some of it is very, very, very off. And I mean, if David Dotson didn't know the Wells that well, why would she? Okay, so if my child went missing, I live in the country. My husband's at work. I'm home alone with my 4 kids. One of them goes missing. The first thing I'm going to do before I call anybody is go around my property and scream my child's name, calling her. Then I'd be on the phone to any neighbors to see if they had seen my daughter. Okay. And then when they come back and say, no, I haven't seen her, then I would be calling the police. I wouldn't be calling members of my church saying, I can't find my daughter. And they couldn't get there until 9 o'clock. Summer was reported missing around, I don't know what time Summer was reported missing at, because there's so many different times. 5:30, 6:30, we see her at 7 walking down Beach Creek, but we don't know. I have a whiteboard that has been sitting on my end table here, filled out since, God, it was a timeline that was made, and on it, it says I have Dawn leave to work at such and such time, but it's blank because I didn't know what time Dawn left at. But then when we get to the swim hole at 12:21 p.m., I have that. Now with a TikTok video of Summer in the water. And then I have the time of 1:33 where they picked up the prescription at Walgreens. And then I have between 2 and 2:30 p.m. That Hunter was dropped off at home. And then I have the last pick of summer, which was apparently taken at 3:09 p.m. and where someone, I think it was Candace, stated that they were only like 5 minutes away from home. Okay, so then we get at home. So we'll say it's 3:15 when we arrive at home. Let me write this down as I talk. Gotta find my pad. All right, so we're at home. We'd say we're 3:15. If the timestamps are correct, oh, I gotta find my right book. I got so many books on the go with different cases. What's this one? Oh, it's by Paul Bernardo. So we have the 3:09 pick. Claire's case. Okay, so we have 3:09. If the timestamp is correct on that photo, oh, I gotta find a bright page here. Sorry, guys. Oh my, buy some more notebooks. All right, so we got 3:09 timestamp. A picture. All right. So, according to Candace and Grandis, they came home, they did groceries, and then there was talk about flour. And then at some point, Candace adds in that she did laundry. All right, so we get home at 3:15, say, because according to Candace, that she was only 5 minutes drive from her house from that last pick, allegedly. So, say it takes, I don't know what kind of groceries they got. There was speculation on that as well. So, let's say half an hour, because, so that would put us at 3:45 p.m. So we do the groceries. And then at 3:45, we're done. Because remember, they did Grandma's groceries. The boys apparently helped. And Candace said that Summer was helping put away their groceries in the house. All right. So then we have laundry. We have the laundry and we have the apparent planting of flowers, or cacti as I call them. Now, what went first, I don't know. So we'll say, okay, so for a load of laundry is, say, 30 minutes to wash. A 30-minute wash. And what, a 45-minute dry time? So that is just over an hour. So that is 75 minutes. So 60. Okay, so that's an hour and 15 minutes. Is that right? An hour and 15 minutes of laundry. Okay, so that was at 3:45. So we go 3:45 plus another Let me get this right here. Sorry. So that would make it what? That would make it 5 o'clock, right? 5 p.m. Is that correct? If I'm right, 3:45, and then add 75 minutes would be 5 p.m. ish. Am I correct in that? Okay. So that and then we come out and do flowers. So flowers take what? According to them, or according to Candace, Summer just did the rocks on top and putting in her toys, Chase on the case and stuff. So I'm going to say a half hour. So that was 5:30. So somewhere between 5. So we'll say a half hour. So somewhere between 5:30 and the time that I have written down when the 911 call was made was at 6:23. So somewhere between, say, 5:30 and 6:23, Summer is gone. I did hear Grandma, I was heard that Grandma did have a nap. Whether that is true, I do not know. Also, we need to know, I would have liked to know the time. And if anybody has a time that Summer went to the basement, that can pinpoint it down further. Let me just go over here. Plus, they have 11 acres of land. It could be taken anywhere. It only took her 2 minutes. And she was calling Dawn, freaking out. I think she made up her story about the laundry. I agree with the laundry, but what if she did do laundry but washed up all the bloody clothes? Just a thought, if there was blood. But then again, if there was blood, you think that the dogs would have picked up on any kind of thing like that too, right? All right, so we'll have to scratch that maybe. It doesn't make sense. I just... But if I don't know about that because like I'm second guessing myself there on that one, only due to the fact that there was apparently no blood found anywhere in that house that we know of. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could talk to the dead. In a nice way. Like, you know what I mean? Well, the last picture of Summer, I swear, it looked like there was blood underneath that seatbelt. Yeah, I remember people talking about that. There was blood underneath the seatbelt and on the bottom part of it. Same as a lot of people talking about there could have been something in that orange pop. That could have been Grandis's, and because Grandis said not to drink it because it was bad, and then gave her a small thing of water. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, sorry. I don't know. But and I don't know, like I listened to Donna Serafina, Reverend Donna, and she keeps talking about a carousel. and some are having ice cream, and that the carousel's upside down like it's mirrored, and that her mom made her go with these people that bought her ice cream. I don't know. Like, it's very hard to, you almost have to read between the lines on some of this stuff. Like, all the stuff that we're hearing, and none of it's coming from the police, so it's all technically, to me, speculation. I just, like, I'm at a loss with this case. I don't know how to move forward in it, or how anybody can move forward in this case, really, without having the police letting something loose that they have. I don't know. I was hoping that Summer would have been found by now, like we all have been. I was hoping these sightings that we keep hearing, oh, she's here, or you hear Chase say, oh, she's safe, she's in this. I wish that was true. I really, really do. But why would anybody make shit up like that? Like, I just don't get it. This is a child we're talking about, and people are saying, oh, like, you have Chase. Why lie? Why? There was another video. There was another video out with another psychic, and apparently she works with is that supposed to say the police? And she says that Summer was underneath the house. And that's another thing. When you mentioned the house, and I meant to mention it earlier, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to have to look it up. But apparently the house was bigger. The house was bigger than it is now. Why would you make the house smaller? And if there was a section that was taken off, what was put there in place of it, if anything? And then they built on a section because the dogs were going underneath the part where they had built on to have their pups and stuff, where it was cool. And I'm sure, my God, I'm sure the TBI and FBI and all the search teams surely looked underneath that area with a fine-tooth comb. I don't know. Do you know what psychic that was, Brenda? I like certain psychics, like Hope Paranormal and Mexi. I did a live. I reached out to Mexi a while ago, and I did one of my lives, and I was allowed to show his latest video on Summer, and I like him. He has been spot on in a few cases that I have followed, where he has come out, like with Brian Laundrie, for instance. There was mention of a gun. There was mention of that he shot himself. There was mention of his body. All before this all came out. So I like Nexi, and I think he's spot on. And I also like Josh from Hope Paranormal. He's really good. Really, really good. I heard too from Jody Sue, but couldn't have been falling down. Yeah, I really like to see a picture of it because I'm going to look online and see if I can find one. But yeah, it looks very interesting to me, anyhow. But well, I guess I'm going to end it here. We've been at it for 2.5 hours. My brain is just going, woo. I'm going to go through all my notes again, and I'm going to see them. Maybe if I read between the lines, maybe that might help. I don't know. Like, I honestly think, and I really hate to say it because I wouldn't want to think of this on any parent, but with and I only think of it maybe because of their background. I don't know. They just don't seem to be the best people, and we all know that. I mean, everybody has past. I get that. Of how there's people who are here that are creators that have pasts, and that shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't define them. I shouldn't define Candace and Dawn because of their past. I shouldn't, and I'm going to try not to. But it's hard because I really think that they did something to their daughter, and those boys deserve way much better. Please I can't remember her name, but she was on Police. Okay, hang on. I'm subscribed to them. Hang on a second. Maybe we can. I've subscribed to Police on the Cup. Whatever that one is. I know what you're talking about. Police off the cup. Police off the cup. Police off the cup. That's what it's called. Let me see what they have. Let's see if I can find the one you're talking about. I don't think I can share it because I think they like to strike people. I'm not sure. Do you know how long ago that psychic could have been on that creator's channel? Boston. This is got a lot of oh, is this one here maybe? Oracle Laura. Let me just let me
The dreams, who's sending me those messages, and I
oh, she did Brian and Summer.
I'm a spiritual advisor, life coach, healer, and business consultant. Give me a call or visit me.
Okay, Brenda, thank you for being here with me, hon.
Laura, that's an awful lot of hats to wear. You know, I do police off the cuff real crime stories, and I do a show in the daytime called Coffee with Cannon. And lately, I've been calling it Bitchin' with Bill because that's all I do. And I give
All right,
show,
all right. I'll watch this and I'll take me anywhere else. Until next time, I hope you guys stay safe and have a great day. I'm out. Talk to you soon.